Now, the latest on the Ebola outbreak in West Africa, which is moving faster than efforts to contain it.
His flight landed minutes ago. 51-year-old Rick Seka will be treated in an isolation unit at the Nebraska Medical Center in Omaha.
Some police escort as Dr. Saker is making his way from Offutt Air Force Base right now to the Nebraska Medical Center.
The third American aid worker to be infected with Ebola is sick but stable.
Hugs and smiles today at the Nebraska Medical Center. For the first time, an Ebola patient walks out of the Biocontainment Center with a clean bill of health.
Nebraska really should be proud.
I just wanted to tip my hat in particular to our team, nurses, RTs, and techs. You were boots on the ground 24 hours a day. You acted with courage and compassion, and I'm very proud of every one of you. Thank you.
I am so grateful.
Good evening, I'm Brandy Peterson. By this time tomorrow, Omaha doctors will be treating their second patient with the Ebola virus.
Let's start on a Monday morning with our top story: concerns over Ebola in America. A plane carrying Ashoka Mukpo, the photojournalist who was working for NBC News in Liberia, he'll be treated for Ebola at a hospital in Nebraska. NBC national correspondent Kate Snow is in Omaha with the latest on this. Kate, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Matt.
He's enormously relieved to be here.
Hospital officials say 33-year-old Ashoka Mukpo has shown a modest improvement since arriving at the Nebraska Medical Center with the Ebola virus on October 6th.
He is seriously ill, but he's stable. He is conscious. He is awake. He is conversing.
The Omaha patient is doing better. And we heard today from that patient. Ashoka Mukpo is on Twitter this afternoon, first saying, "Feeling like I'm on the road to good health." We'll be posting some thoughts this week. Endless gratitude and good vibes.
The second man brought to Omaha for treatment of the Ebola virus is ready to go home.
The news just in from the Nebraska Medical Center. A new blood test confirms Ashoka Mukpo no longer has Ebola.
This really is big news, considering that only 15 days ago we all watched as Providence native Ashoka Mukpo arrived at the Nebraska medical facility after testing positive for Ebola, and now health officials say he's free of the disease. Mukpo is now the second Ebola patient treated at that facility in Nebraska.
Unwavering professionalism the whole time, pure honesty, just knew what he was doing. This guy is amazing. And yeah, thanks a lot, Doc.
So what we want and need is similar to what you find at Emory in Nebraska. Nebraska has sort of become the gold standard for us.
It's very crucial that there's transparency. We learn not only what went wrong, but as we're learning from Emory and from Nebraska, what went right.
Here in Omaha, there's a way to educate yourself.
The University of Nebraska Medical Center and Nebraska Medicine have a free online class for you. The chancellor at UNMC says it's important that we have access to accurate and trustworthy information. That way we can base our thoughts and facts on scientific evidence rather than rumors.
The course explains Ebola in easy-to-understand terms, even teaches you how to talk to kids about the disease. You can find it online at unmc.edu/Ebola.
Nebraska Medicine's bio unit workers are on alert now to be ready for another patient.
Right now, a team's determining whether Dr. Martin Salia is stable enough to make the trip to Omaha.
Dr. Martin Salia landed at Omaha's Epley Airfield around 2:45 this afternoon. He's now at Nebraska Medicine.
We do begin with breaking news this hour on the second Ebola death in the United States. A Nebraska Medical Center spokesman says Dr. Martin Salia died this morning.
We are very, very sorry that the outcome wasn't the one that we had all wished for.
We really gave it everything we could. All modern medical therapies were provided, and we wish there could have been a different outcome.
A fourth patient is being observed and possibly treated at this hour inside the biocontainment unit at the Nebraska Medical Center. It is a worker who was exposed to the deadly Ebola virus in Africa, but is neither ill nor contagious.
The crew inside the biocontainment unit, the crew that received the patient at the airport, is treating this patient as if he or she does have the virus, just out of an abundance of caution.
Today, honors for the Med Center team at the White House.
Today, President Obama recognized the U.S. response to the Ebola virus on all levels, including work by the biocontainment team at UNMC and Nebraska Medicine. UNMC Chancellor Jeffrey Gould was among the contingent from Omaha at today's event.
The last year has really been an amazing experience caring for patients from West Africa with Ebola.
Well, right now, U.S. hospitals and health agencies around the world are learning from and are starting to use Ebola best practices perfected right here in Omaha. In fact, in December, Nebraska Medicine held 2 seminars sharing what's worked for them with more than 100 medical professionals.
On the same day that Time magazine names Ebola fighters as Person of the Year, more than 20 medical professionals from around the country are learning best practices on treating Ebola from the experts here at Nebraska Medicine's Biocontainment Unit.
Y'all are doing great work there, and I appreciate you coming in and chatting about what's been going on. Surely a topic we're going to be talking about plenty in the new year as the global community continues to band together in hopes of containing the Ebola outbreak in Africa. Leading the way, our Ebola fighters at Nebraska Medicine. We're very proud of them.